Shot types. Now we are going to expose the most used shot in the audio-visual world. The shot types are extreme close-up, medium close-up, mid-shot, full shot, wide shot, and extreme long shot. Extreme close-up. A minutely detailed view of an object or a person. An extreme close-up, an actor generally includes his eyes or his mouth. Normally it is used in dramatic scenes and different feelings and shows details of an object. Close-up. A detailed view of a person or object, usually without much context provided. Normally used in conversation between two people. Medium close-up is halfway between a mid-shot and a close-up. This shot shows the face more clearly without getting uncomfortably close. This shot and take close-up are the most used in conversations. The medium close-up is the standard shot used on the news. Mid-shot. A relatively close-up revealing a moderate amount of detail. A medium shot of a figure generally includes the body from the knees or waist up, normally used in action scenes. This is the standard shot on Western films. That is the form where viewers can see the revolvers. Full shot. A type of long shot which includes the human body in full, with the head at the top of the frame and the feet near the bottom. Normally used for context, the character and its location. Wide shot. The subject takes up the full frame or at the waist as comfortably as possible. The utility is the showing the viewers the scene and normally used for situating the viewers in the film's context. Extreme long shot. A panoramic view of an exterior location photographed from a great distance, often as far as a quarter mile away. Normally, we use this shot for describing bigger places than the full shot. Movement. On this part of the video, we are going to explain the most important movements of the camera in the audiovisual world: pan, tilt, zoom in, zoom out, and traveling. Pan. It consists on a rotation of the camera on horizontal axis from left to right or right to left. There are two types: descriptive, which describes a particular scenario, and tracking, which follows the trajectory of a character who moves from right to left or left to right. Tilt. It is a rotation of the camera on vertical axis, from top to bottom or from bottom to top. Zoom in. It's a physical movement of the camera. It is used to get closer and see details. When you make a zoom in, you use the camera lens. Zoom out. It is a physical movement of the camera. It is used to move further away. When you zoom out, you use the camera lens as well. Traveling. It is a movement of the camera above a few roads. It is used for following a person. It gives a lot of stability and control. It allows for fast or slow movements, forwards, backwards, or circular. Angles. The camera angle marks the specific location at which the movie camera or video camera is placed to take a shot. A scene may be shot from several different camera angles simultaneously. This will give a different experience and sometimes emotion. The different camera angles will have different effects on the viewer and how they perceive the shot. Eye level or frontal. The camera is positioned so the subject can look directly into the lens without moving his eyes up or down. This is the most commonly used camera angle in film and television and is considered to be emotionally neutral and is used most for straight and factual presentation. High angle. Taken from well above the height of the subject, the high-angle shot establishes the dominance of the camera. High-angle shots can make the subject seem vulnerable or chicken when applied with the correct mood. Low angle. The low-angle shot, taken from below the eye level of the subject, gives the opposite impression of the high-angle shot. Psychologically, the effect of the low-angle shot is that it makes the subject look strong and powerful. Bird's eye is taken from directly above the subject, often used as an establishing shot to set the location of a scene in films. They can also capture action or objects that may be obscured by other figures on a ground level view. Undershot. The camera is placed underneath, which displaces the audience, giving them an unnatural view of the action, and it makes the subject look big and powerful. Overhead. The opposite of an undershot, the overhead is used for creating dramatic effects. It makes the subject look small and insignificant. Dutch tilt. The camera is set up at an angle on its roll axis so that the shot is composed with vertical lines at an angle to the side of the frame, or so that the horizontal line of the shot is not parallel with the bottom of the camera frame. The Dutch tilt creates a sense of uneasiness or uncomfort for the audience. Lighting. We are going to talk about the kinds of lighting that we use on set. Lighting is used because we need to see perfectly all the elements we have on the screen. We can choose which elements we want to show and which we don't. Three-point lighting is a standard method which we use three separate positions. Key light shines directly upon the subject and serves as its principal illuminator. Fill light also shines on the subject, but from a side angle relative to the key and is often placed at a lower position than the key. Backlight shines on the subject from behind, often but not necessarily to one side or the other. High and low key. Both high key images and low key images make an intensive use of contrast, but in a very different way. When approaching a shot of a dramatic portrait, the decision of making it a high key, low key, or just a regular image has a great impact about the mood that the picture will convey. While high key images are considered happy and will show your subject as a toothpaste poster, low key portraits are dramatic and convey a lot of atmosphere and tension. Fall off. Whenever we use a light source to illuminate an object, that object is being hit with multiple rays of light. Some of those rays are hitting the object in the place which is nearest to the light source, and some of the rays are hitting the subject where it is furthest from the light source. Soft light. Soft light is when a light source is large relative to the subject. Hard light is generated from small sources, whereas soft light comes from the large ones. Deep shadows. When we find hard shadows and high contrast in the picture. Upstage indicates the portion of the stage farthest from the audience. Downstage refers to the part of the stage closest to the audience.